Okay, this is my sixth and final video for social welfare. It's addressing most underutilized social welfare programs. Um, Upon just looking things up online and researching a little bit, first of all, I was surprised at how many different social welfare programs there are, whether they're federal, state, local. Um, Sometimes private. There's just so many things available to people that I didn't even realize. A few things that stuck out to me as being underutilized. First of all, was a like employee assistance programs, and I mean it is a social welfare program. People companies use EAP employee assistance programs to assist their employees with anything from trauma, um, mental health, substance abuse, things like that. And from what I researched, they're hardly used at all. The cost is minimal to the company, and it's in the best interest of the company because it ultimately reduces their costs on other things, theft, things like that, production thing, and morale of employees in general. And so they exist. They exist, and not every company, but the majority of larger companies have some sort of employee assistance program, and they're underutilized. And a lot of the times, the reason is embarrassment, where people are worried about being judged. But just like everything else that has to do with this type of thing, I mean, it's completely confidential and things like that, but that stuck out to me as being underutilized. It was under 5%, which seemed to be like that was the mean average, like among so many companies that were sampled that provide these type of programs. Was utilized by less than 5% of employees at any given time for anything, any of their different services. And other thing that immediately came to my mind, and after researching it, was education provided, assistance for education provided by the state and federal government. And I feel like I personally feel like it's underutilized, and it's not so much that it's underutilized as that a lot of people, in my experience, and it was my own experience, didn't think that they qualified for different things as far as getting assistance with paying for education. And it takes some work and it takes some effort to go through all of the red tape and forms and paperwork and things you have to fill out, but assistance is available. Assistance is available in all different ways, for all different types of people, regardless of their background and their income and their own personal means, like Pell Grants, just Stafford loans, like federally subsidized low interest student loans, things like that, are really important. And also along those same lines, a program like OVR, for instance, is like occupational vocational rehabilitation programs. Like these type of programs exist to help people in their transition, and they seem to be very underutilized, at least in my experience. And like looking online at like Allegheny County's office, they provide all different sorts of assistance and like finding a job, training for a job, getting education for a job, even as far as paying for tools and things that you need to do your job. And like the whole reason that these programs exist is to help people transition from, whatever, from incarceration, from substance abuse, from homelessness, from for veterans coming out of being in wartime and coming out of the service and looking to find a job in society and transition their way in. This office offers all these different assistances for that. And it seems like it's underutilized, and like the whole reason for it is to help people bridge the gap between, you know, maybe welfare or shelter life or whatever kind of heavy assistance they want. Helps them bridge the gap from that to being completely fully self-sufficient, and it's helped it's there, and it's helped it's necessary, and it's helped it exists, and for whatever reason it's definitely being underutilized, and I think that's about all I brought up. But like social welfare programs in general exist because they're necessary, and the existence of them is one thing. But it's alarm it's not alarming, but it was surprising to me how many different programs exist, and of those programs, how many just aren't utilized. There are people out there that need them, but for whatever reason, whether it be uh, just not knowing about it, just ignorance about it, or thinking that they don't qualify, even though they feel the need that they would use these programs, if but they assume that they don't qualify and they don't put the effort in to find out what it takes. But for whatever reasons, there are a lot of excellent programs and excellent assistance programs and excellent forms of help for people out there that I guess aren't being used as to the best of their ability.